How's it going? I wanted to update you on how much money I have made with my reselling business. It's been about 2 weeks since the last update. The reason I didn't do one last week is because it was a holiday week, July 4th. Typically, around those weeks, I do not make much of sales. I had about $40 of income last week, so nothing to really talk about. One of the big reasons why is people obviously go away for the holidays. Also, a lot of other resellers will run deep discounts on their inventory, which I'm already running on lower margin, so I do not want to take money away from me. I'd rather take 1 week off without shipping many items. However, this past week was phenomenal. And the dates we're talking about is between July 4th to July 11th. First of all, one thing I forgot to give you guys last time is how much of sales I had up until from beginning of the year. And currently I'm sitting at 436 items sold and $12,221.86, which honestly, I don't think it's the best. I think I'm falling behind quite a bit compared to last year. That being said, like I was telling you, I have not spent a lot of time replenishing my stock this year. I've been kind of taking it easy and basically just selling whatever I accrued last year. Within the past 2 weeks, I have gone out and searched for inventory each weekend. I spent about $300 on purchasing new inventory. I drove probably 400 miles, and I know that sounds like a lot. However, because of me having a Tesla for my business, I'm able to drive for free. The car gets charged basically for free, so I don't pay for any of the charging for the car. So that saves me quite a bit of money and expense. As it goes to how much money I made last week, I had a bunch of sales on eBay and 3 or 4 on Poshmark. Altogether, I sold $619.22. That's obviously plain sales. Cost of goods was $316.44, so just over 50%. That includes cost of goods and shipping. My operating expense was $22.87. That's my eBay store subscription. And my net profit came out to be $279.91. Basically triple of what I had 2 weeks ago. And honestly, I haven't bought that much new inventory. It's just, as it goes with reselling, you're always gonna have a better and worse weeks, and you just have to wait for things to pick up. And if they don't pick up for 2 or 3 weeks, maybe you want to reevaluate your pricing. In my case, I knew I'm gonna be slow for the holiday, so I just waited. For Poshmark, of all these numbers, so out of $619.21, I had $261 in sales on Poshmark, which is a lot higher than I usually get. I also had another sale for $150. Unfortunately, the customer had canceled the transaction, and by the time I woke up, I noticed I have a sale, and then unfortunately I saw I have cancellation, which automatically went through. So all in all, this was quite a phenomenal week for my standards. I understand there's YouTubers who will show you who make a lot more money than me. However, I'm doing this part-time. I'm not doing this full-time. So for someone like me, $280 in a week of income is a-okay. Better than that. Now, I also wanted to talk about software that I use for cross-listing, delisting, listing of items with AI, which makes it much faster, being how I hate listing manually. The software I use is Nifty. I'm gonna leave an affiliate link in the comments. Yeah, I'm sorry, in a description. However, I would urge you, if you start reselling, do not get this subscription until you're making at least $100 to $200 a week profit. Being how a monthly expense for that software is about $64, $65. It's a lot. It's a lot to pay for software if you're not making enough money to pay for it. In my case, I make enough money to justify it, and I have enough inventory by now to be able to cross-list to other platforms and make up that difference of how much I paid for the software versus how much money comes into my pocket. As I explained a second ago, 261 came from Poshmark, and that's pure profit. That's after, I'm sorry, not pure profit. 261 came from Poshmark. My profit from that was about 180, which is really good, which makes that software worth for me. But if you're just starting off, start with only one platform, be it eBay or any other platform you choose. In my opinion, eBay is the best one to start. Build up your inventory and then get yourself software that will cross-list, relist, delist, and run all kinds of sales. The one I'm using is, like I said, Nifty. Link will be in the description. I'll leave you another link for treecut.io, which is a lot cheaper. That one you can actually start using from beginning if you get it working for you. Since for me, I'm unable to get that software to work. Every computer I install it on, for whatever reason, it takes almost 2 days to synchronize the inventory between platforms, and the cell detection takes just as long, which makes it unusable for me. That being said, if you're able to use it, if it works for you just fine, it's very cost effective. If you use my affiliate link, you're gonna get a discount on the pricing as well. And the cost is, if I remember correctly, 50 cents per sale. So unlike any other software, with this one, you only pay when you sell the item. You don't pay ahead of time like Nifty, which makes it very friendly for brand new resellers. You can start cross-listing and using AI listing tools from the get-go for a reasonable price. The only problem is, for someone like me, it never works. So I would say try the treecut.io at first, see if it works for you. If it works, stay on it. If it doesn't work, in the future, come back. Obviously, I would appreciate if you take my affiliate link. It will not cost you any extra, but I will get a kickback from it and go from there. Again, I highly recommend that you guys look into reselling. It's a very simple, easy, and quite enjoyable business. I'll see you on the next one, and don't forget, be the best you that only you can be.